Hello and welcome to the second of the Stu Pendous Shows. Hurrah! Well, I hope you had lots of fun with all of the activities that we did last time. And now it's the second episode. We're going to do some more fun things, something a little bit different as well this time. So what we're going to do today, we're going to start off with the balloon model of the day. See if you can guess what that is going to be. Also going to do a science experiment. This is one experiment that I do in my live shows. It's quite interesting, and it will go to show what your reaction speed could be, and also that of your adults. For that, you will need a piece of A4 paper. It doesn't matter if it's lined or plain. You'll need a ruler. You will also need some scissors, a pen or pencil, and some colouring pencils as well. That's not exactly necessary, but you might want to colour in our experiment. Also, we shall be doing some 3D letter work, explaining how to do some 3D letters. So for that you will need a piece of paper and some pencils. And of course there will be the puzzle pages corner, where you will need some coins. I'm going to see if we can do a puzzle, possibly a magic trick, but something that you could possibly outwit or fool your adults with. Of course, anything that requires scissors, you might need some help from your adult. So, shall we start? So here we are, doing the balloon model of the day. Let's have a look, see what balloons we have today. So we have a green one, a sort of blue one, a sort of, I'm not sure, pinky purple one. Now which of these colours, the pinky purple, the purpley blue, I think that's actually just blue, or the green one, which one do you think we're going to use today? We're actually going to use the green one today. Green is a very, very good colour. It's one of my favourite colours, although I do say that about every single one. What we're going to do, we're going to put it on the pump like so, and then pump it up to about that point, leaving a nice sort of tail on the end, and letting a little bit out, then tying it up, giving it a squeeze, there we are, and then we're going to start. Now, I'm just wondering what it is I'm going to make today. I can't remember what I made last time. Remember what I made last time? Was it the rabbit last time? I think it may have been. Good old twist. And twisting these round. That's a really nice colour, sort of lime colour. A squeeze and a twist. Squeeze and a twist, squeeze and a twist. Now, a good old twist around there. Now we want the next one to be roughly the same size as this one here, so I think that's about there. Any idea what it's going to be? If we twist those in like so, we feed that all the way through there, and twist that around there, just like so. And then this is what we call the ear twist, because it looks a little bit like, you guessed it, it looks a little bit like an ear. There we go. Any ideas? Any ideas what you think that could be? It's not quite finished yet. We get a twist there. A twist there. A twist there. Now the front legs. And then finally, whoop! Did you hear that? The back legs. is actually a cat. But I'm going to turn this into a tiger. Well, what we'll do, we'll stop there and then you can watch me as I draw the face on. So here we are, looks nice cute little fellow here, nice cute little fellow. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our marker pen and then very carefully we're going to add some features. So the first thing we're going to do is the eye. I always do an eye like that. Another eye like that. A couple of eyebrows. And we draw the nose and bits of the mouth, and then some whiskers. Now, as this is going to be a tiger, I'm going to add some stripes. One stripe there, one stripe there. 1, 2, 3. Some stripes on the tail. And I think I'm going to add some here as well on the legs. You see that okay? Some nice little stripes. Just pop the lid back on the pen. Have a closer look at this. It's a really cute little tiger. What do you think? I really like that. What I might do, like we did last time with the rabbit, see if I can take it outside and we get some more pictures. There he is. This lovely, handsome little tiger. Oh, he's fallen over. He's really nice. I'm sure you can see the delightful colouring. I'm talking about a real tiger. That lovely colouring. A nice green tiger. I suppose a green tiger probably hasn't felt very well. Again, I do like the face. The face is really good. See if I can get him to stand up. There we go. Look at that. What a beautiful tiger. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. Right, so for this first activity that we are going to do, you're going to need a sheet of A4 paper. Again, it doesn't matter if it's lined or plain. You'll need some scissors, and you might need a ruler, as well as a pen or pencil and some colouring pencils, or here I've got some crayons. Crayons aren't absolutely necessary, but it might make it look a little bit more interesting. So let's see how we're going to see what our reactions are like, especially yours and maybe your adult or your brothers and sisters. So let's go and start that then. So for this next piece, for the reactions or measuring reaction times of people, what you will need is the colouring pencils or crayons, a pen or pencil, some scissors, and you might need a ruler. So what we'll do first of all, what we need to do is to take the paper, and what we need to do is to just cut a strip of paper just like so. And that is approximately, let's have a look. So that's approximately 4.5 centimetres wide. It can be 4, it can be 5, it could be 3 if you really wanted to, but no narrower than 3. You don't need the rest of the paper, so we'll pop that away. Now what we're going to do, we're going to divide this up into different sections. So that's when you might need a ruler if you're using a plain piece of paper. And then what you'll need to do is to measure out. If we're going from A4, see 3, 6, 9. So if we measure out approximately every 3 centimetres, just like so. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 28. So you just mark it like so. I'm not going to because I've got the lines here, but just mark it for you here. So 3, 6, let's say that's that one there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's there, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, 2, 3, 4 to there, 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And so we've measured those out. Now we've measured those out, what we'll do is just draw a line emphasising each one. I'm going to use my marker pen so it's more easy for you to see. So on there, on there, on there. When you're doing this, probably best to use a ruler. Although I have one here, I have a habit of drawing over the edge of the ruler, making it all messy, and I don't want that. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different sections. And you can see it's come through there as well. So we'll just quickly draw along there as well. Now we've got 2 sides which have got lines drawn on them. So what we're going to do from the bottom, we're going to write the numbers 1 from the bottom, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So now we've numbered those, and then on the other side, using your colouring pens, pencils or crayons, you can just colour these in. So I'm just going to quickly give these a bit of colour, not going in any particular order. Not sure if I'm going to run out of colours, we'll see in a moment. What's that colour? Dark brown or black. A nice purple colour. And a green. Pink. And blue. There we go. So now we've got colours on one side and the numbers on the other side. So with that, what we're going to do, putting the colouring pencils back in there quickly, we can now measure how fast we are with our reactions. So let's look at that from another angle. So with our reaction times, what we've got here are the numbers 1 up to 9 and the colours on the other side. And what we're going to do, this is an experiment that you need another participant. Because what you're going to do, you're going to hold this up like so, and then get the other person to hold their fingers just below where you're going to let this go, because you're going to let this go. So it's going to look similar to this. So you just let it go like that, and then you tell them that they need to catch it as quickly as they can, as fast as they can. Because if you're doing it yourself, you can always be really quickly, because you know exactly when you are going to let go. But the other person participating in the experiment will not know that, and you will not say go. You will just say, what I need you to do, I'm going to let go of this, and then you need to catch it as quickly as you can. I might try that in a moment with my son here. Now what you might find is that you catch, or your participant catches the piece of paper at a lower number if they've got faster reactions between 1 and say 4. If they've got medium reactions, between 4 and then 6, possibly 7. And if their reactions are slower, then between 7, 8 and 9. Because the faster your reaction speed, then the faster the signal goes from your eye to your fingers to catch the piece of paper. Now, this is something that you might find that you get better at over time. If you practice, and you might find your score going from 5 or 6 down to 3 or 4. Remember, it's all about the reaction times and how fast your reactions are. So don't give up, just keep on going and see how fast your reactions can be. Right, so this is my son Alex, and this is Stu Pendous. You can't actually see our heads at the moment because we want to show you how the experiment looks. Right, so Alex, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop this piece of paper.
Yeah.
I want you to put your hand just below it.
What, like this?
Just like that. Yeah. So fingers apart. Can you just show them roughly how far apart your fingers are? So about that much. I'm going to drop this, and I want you to try and catch it as quickly as you can. I won't say go. I will just drop it. So that was 8. Let's try that again. Remember, try and catch it as quickly as you can. That's 8 again. One last time. Oh, that's good. That's a 5. Excellent job. Well done. Thank you. And for this second activity, what we will need is a pencil and some paper and a flat surface. You might want to again use some colouring pencils or crayons. It's not absolutely necessary. And you'll need a flat surface, so maybe at a table or a tray, and see if you can follow along with me doing this 3D letter work. So here we are. This is all about the 3D lettering. So for this you'll need a piece of paper, preferably A4, it doesn't matter if it's lined or plain, and a pen or pencil. I'm using a marker pen purely and simply so it will show up more easily for you. So we're going to draw 3D letters. And what I thought you could do is do it well, do your own name. Now my name is Stu, and unfortunately S is a particularly difficult letter to turn into a 3D letter. So what you do first of all, you just draw the initial first outline of your letter. Then you need to just add another stroke, because this is going to make it wide, just like so. So you've got an extra bit coming up at the end, and then you're going to join those two up, just trying to go as parallel to the curve as possible. So it looks like that. So we've got an S. Now we're going to do letter T. Now with letter T, what I'm doing, like that, you see? So that's part of the letter T. Now from this point here, we're going to go up, then over slightly, then down, and then out, down, and back in. And then I'm going to do the other bit like we did over here on the S. That's the extra part, and then we're going to join that part up to there. So we've got the T. Now we're going to do the U. We're going to do part of the stroke of the U, then we're going to come down a bit and along, and then up, over again, and then join those two bits up. So now we've got my name, Stu. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I love my name. So now, to make it 3D, what you need to do is to extend it back slightly. Just slightly there, and here, and then there. So it's almost like part of it's almost like a square. And then from this point on, we're going to draw that up, but then it's going to fade into the other line like that. And where that's fading in, and we want that to slowly come back from below here. So it's almost like it's fading outwards. And it's parallel with the other line, and then that's going to come and go in there. At this point, it's going to come out there, and then fade that in. So it's starting to look a little bit 3D, isn't it? You can do the same part here. Doing it quite quickly. You're trying to make it look bold, like it's standing out, like it's genuinely coming out of the page itself. And then the same, always do them going in the same direction. So in this way, all of the extra lines are going that way. That's what you need to do here as well. Try to do it as parallel as possible. Fades in, have that bit up there, then join those two bits there. So it's a sort of 3D letters. as you can see there. You can add a little bit of shadow underneath. Looks like it's standing out from the page. So you can do that with other letters as well, of course. If your name begins with a capital A, you do the same there. You do the outline, then do the extra lines coming out, join them up, do the other section there as well. It looks like it's another 3D letter. You can do that with all of the other letters, so it's a case, if I do an I here, of doing a drawing like that, so it looks like a bold letter, and then adding the extra bits to make it appear as though it's sticking out. And the O is going to be difficult. Sorry, not the O, the dot. Oh, that's not too bad. So just practice and just try and make it as bold and as 3D as possible. And if you want to let me know how you got on, or if you want to even scan me some pictures of your name or what you've done, that would be great, and I'd really appreciate that. You can find how you can email that across to me at the end of the show. But just carry on, just practice, and I'm sure you'll be able to make some amazing 3D pictures. And of course, if you want to colour these in with the pens and crayons, that would be brilliant. Thank you. And moving on to Puzzle Pages Corner, for this activity, this bit of fun and amazement and possibly a little bit of magic, you'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coins. If they could all be the same value, so all pennies like I've got here, all 2 pences, 5 pences, 10 pences, whatever you can get, it would be good if they were all the same value. If they're not, it won't affect the magic trick at all. It's just easy to see if they are all the same. And remember, it's all about the performance. Practice it a lot and practice what you're going to say before you perform it. That's one of the big secrets of magic. Don't go out and try and perform something before you are 100% ready. So, let me show you how this particular bit of magic works. Right, so for this little trick, for want of a better word, you're going to need 8 coins. And this particular trick is split into various different sections to make it even more fun. So what you do is you start off by just using 6 coins, put them into 2 rows like this, and you say to your adult, right, so here I've got 6 coins in 2 rows. Now if I add 1 extra coin, can you turn it into 2 rows of 4 coins. And they might go, well, you just put it on, oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. No, put it over. Oh, I know. What you can do is you can push them together like that, and now it's not really working, is it? You say no. What you do is you need to put 1 coin there and put the other coins down here. Because now you've got 2 rows of 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And then you do the next part, which is you add another coin. And you say, right, here you've got 2 rows of 4 coins. Is it possible to put those into 2 rows of 5 coins? They'll think for a moment and then, I know what to do. We'll do what we did before. You can't fool me. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I know. We'll do it this way. There we go. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And it was this point that they will suddenly realise they can't do it. But you will be able to, because you will know the secret. And the secret is to do this. You put it in this configuration here, so it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 going down, 1, 2, 3, 4 going across. And you take this coin, the extra coin, and you put it on top of this coin here. Because now you've got a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going this way. So you've got 2 rows of 5 coins. And you've fooled them! Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you have fun. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the show this week and you had lots of fun with all the different activities, especially that bit of coin trickery. I hope you're going to fool and pull the wool over the eyes of your adults and friends and family when you practiced it enough. So, what have we got next week? Next week, obviously, we have the balloon model of the day. We're going to see how we can create a moving image from just a piece of paper and a pencil next week. And I'm going to show you how to draw a dog. Some people have said to me that they're not very good at drawing. What's a good way of being able to draw things better and more easily? I'm going to show you how to do that. And with the puzzle pages corner next week, we're going to see if we can expand this particular card to such a point that we can put that over something that's much, much bigger than that. So what you'll need is a piece of card, maybe a postcard, or just a little bit of card roughly this size. See if you can get that for next week. And I hope you've enjoyed the show, and I hope that you all have a stupendous time. Thank you. See you next time.